the airplane mode, so it will not ring. Okay, let's do this. Okay, before when I become esports athlete or playing professionally, only my mother was the one who used to support me, who used to told my dad, let Arslan go to the RK center for like 1 or 2 hours. Let him play the game. He is not doing anything bad by playing the game, because in Pakistan it's a general mentality. People don't like gaming, parents don't like gaming. Now it's changed, but when I used to play game, no one liked gaming. They were all saying the game is a bad thing and it's bad for your health, which is not true. It's good for your mind and other things. Your daily life decisions can be improved by playing gaming and stuff. So they didn't support me. Only my mother used to support me, but now everyone support me, and they were like they're happy that because I make career out of gaming, right? So they're very happy and they're very supportive now. So it's different before and after. The moment when I felt everything changed, when I won Evo USA or Evo Japan. No, Evo Japan, it didn't felt like this, but when I won Evo USA, it was like I became like a kind of celebrity. I was trending on Twitter, and I was getting appreciation all over the world and from Pakistan, and I was on on a very Washington newspaper, big, and I was on Billboard and stuff like that. So yeah, that was the time um, when I thought, when I felt that my life has changed. How? After winning a tournament. After winning Evo. So yeah, gaming changed my life. Yeah. Yeah, I love just fighting games. When I never liked, or it's not I liked, I always prefer playing fighting games than playing mission games or playing other games. I love fighting. So yeah, I think this because when I was in school, I used to challenge my classmate. Let's see who will get more marks in test or exam. So I'm built this way. So I love challenges. I love fighting games. So it's like it's in my nature. I, I don't mind of that time because mashallah, I never lost that much. But yeah, when I started playing King of Fighter, because that game was new to me, uh, in the beginning I started losing a lot, but I knew that how to do this, because I knew that I am like if I follow this way, I know I am losing, but I will go to the I will reach to the top. So I knew that, but yeah, that's the thing. I knew the path. Because it's like, because this is my career, I have to find a way. It's like a survival. You have to survive. You cannot be lose. A lot of people are dependent on me, so whenever I lose that, definitely I lose some matches, I lose tournament, and I will be win I will win and I will also lose. So it is a part of gaming. This it goes like this. But whenever I lose, I found out a reason why I lose, and then I start working on it. This is the reason I should have done this. I should have selected other character. So I figure out the way, and then I win again. Imran, he is a also favorite player. We were sitting like before. It was a long time ago. We were sitting outside of the arcade center, and I told them that Imran, I will hope one day I will go outside and I will win, because that I felt from the inside that this is like winning in Pakistan. It's very easy, or it's not that easy, but it's now I have done this many times. Now from inside, there's a voice from inside. That voice was saying that you have to go out outside of Pakistan, I have to win. And I told them that Imran, one day I will beat Knee. People in Pakistan used to say that is you can't beat Korean play or Japanese play 8 hours, 7 hours a day, so you cannot beat them. I used to tell them I can beat Knee. Whenever somebody say that it's not I am doing bad impression, but it's just like I used to think this way that I can beat or I can win tournaments. You know, when I won Evo, it took me 3 days to realize that I have won. It's just like I won and I couldn't feel anything. Like in 3 days, I was like, it can't be true, and my senses, or what to say, my body, or they were not in a condition to absorb such big news. They were like, this can't be happen. I just, when some close one die and you were in a condition that no, he's live, this was like this. I cannot feel that I won. The feeling was not that I have achieved something, and it took some time for me to absorb that feeling, to absorb, yeah, I have won. So yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people were messaging me, a million media uh, people were messaging me, Islam, when you're coming back, we're gonna come on the airport to pick you up and stuff like that. But I refused all of them. I just wanted my family to be on the airport, nothing else. So when I came, my family went there. My family was there to receive me, and they welcomed me with there were Pakistani flag, and a lot of my family members were there, and it was very good. And when I went home, there was media outside my home. I was like, who told them, I am coming here. So, and there was media and people from my street. They were saying champion, champion. It was so good. I think my decision making, because everyone, let's say everyone play same character. If there is a task that everyone, out of 40, there 40 people, everyone, if you say that everyone has to play Akuma, okay, so everyone is playing Akuma, everyone is fighting. So the thing that distinguish each of them is the decision making. I think I make good decisions. This is what I think. Or in a very tough situation, in a very pressurized situation, I make good decisions. Yeah. I say prayer. I say prayer, and I say thank to my Allah, so that because of him I was able to achieve that thing. I say prayer before every tough match. It helps me relax. It helps me uh, getting focused. It helps me focused, and it helps me lose pressure. So yeah, I always do that. Studies. Yeah, I gave up studies. It was like a good decision that I made, because I told my mom or myself that I was doing chartered accountant studies. So I just freeze my studies, and I said that, okay, I'm gonna take 6 months, and I'm gonna practice full time taken, and I'm gonna go to this tournament, and then if I see if I can do something, I just want to try my luck. If I don't do something, I will continue this career. Otherwise, I will play tech. And mashallah, and then luckily, I have achieved many things in Taken. I have in first tournament got sponsored by V Slash. So and after that, that a lot of things happened, and I'm standing here in front of you. So now I'm not regretting my decision. I think I did the right choice, and as I told you, the gaming gave me everything. Even if I was doing chartered accountancy, I was a person that used to do a regular job, 9 to 7 hour, like 9 to 5 job, and used to go to your home and spend time with family and stuff. Now I'm happy. I'm visiting all over the world, getting fame, getting respect, getting praise from fans, family. I think I have made the right choice. It is like so I used to sleep on in on benches outside of gaming, outside of gaming center, like when they in past when they used to close arcade centers. So we can I couldn't go to my home because when I go to my home my brother used to beat me, and he couldn't let me inside the home because of being too late. So I used to sleep on the bench or on the footpath kind of stuff. It's not footpath. They were, they are benches on the footpath, right? On those kind of benches, and also inside gaming centers. I slept many times inside gaming centers. Uh, so yeah, I haven't told anyone about it. So I slept many times inside gaming centers, outside on a bench. So yeah, this is the difficult time I had faced, and yeah, I think everybody has to face some time in their career to achieve to some point. So yeah,
And it worked for
it worked. When I started playing professionally, so I had a lot of trouble concentrating both on studies and gaming. So I used always used to prefer gaming. So I, so I had very less marks or less grades in schools. My study factored. So this was also struggle, like, and I also used to feel very ashamed because my mother and my father was investing money on me, on my studies. I was not giving them 100%. This kind of struggle also I faced a lot of financial struggle, like I didn't have money to buy it, so I started doing gambling. So I started doing gambling because I couldn't afford the bill, the expense of the coins. So I started playing gambling. So the money I earned from gambling, I used to save that money to pay my bill of arcade center. So these are the kind of struggles I.
gambling. You play for money?
Gambling is like, let's say, if you are a player, I say you, let's play a match FT, first to 10 with me, and whoever will win will take 1000 rupee or like $20. Is like this. So I really lost. I really lose the match. So I used to win that match. So final words would be like, guys, keep supporting me, and I will be keep making you proud by my performance, and I will keep working hard, and don't let to down, and thank you for all the support. Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.